Hey guys, how's it going? This is Zodiac Vapor from Serial Vapers. I know we've been gone for a while, but we're finally back. This is our first video review. You might be wondering why I'm wearing a paper bag over my face. Well, as with the handle, we've chosen to remain anonymous because it's really something that has to do with the vaping scene and what we do outside of it. So essentially for me, I can't speak for the other writer's part, for Jack the Vapor's part, but on my part, I work in education, and that's not exactly something, you would like to associate with vaping. So as a result, yeah, here I am with a paper bag with obscured vision where I can't see shit. Anyways, today we are here to review the Veritas dripper from Tobeco. It is actually the clone from Tobeco. The first time I saw the dripper, I was extremely interested in it because it just looked weird, And you'll see more of that when we go into the up and close, in-depth look at it. But it certainly is one of the weirdest drippers you'll ever see. It's one of the weirdest builds you'll ever see. You'll see that I have a bitch building it. It's awful to build on, but I was really interested in it, and our friends over at solidvape.com gave one to me for review, so I'm gonna check it out, and we'll probably talk about it more after the video. Alright, what's up guys? We're gonna take a quick look at, well, depends what you mean by quick, but we're gonna take a look at the Veritas on the inside. So here you can see I've already uncapped it, and if you look at the cap itself, it only has one air hole actually. And the benefit of that is that when you drip on this, more than likely it's not going to spill out, and that's because the air actually travels through inside here and outwards into the coils here. So effectively you drip into the dripper, goes into this drip well, and it's not going to spill out unless if you really overfill it so that it goes above where the drip well is and into that air hole. But generally you're not going to do that. I've actually put like about a full dropper's worth into it with no issues at all. But anything past that, you're asking for trouble realistically. Now, other thing about this Addy, so you can see that it has a ridiculously deep drip well, and it is made for dual coil builds, but generally you're going to be building vertical coils on this thing, and I've got to say it is an absolute bitch building on this. I have not had fun building on this. I'm not looking forward to building on it for this video, but once I have built it, easy to re-wick, really deep drip wells, amazing vape. As I said, ease of use. You're really not gonna spill with this. And while it's only got one air hole, it is absolutely massive. You're not. There shouldn't be any complaints about a tight draw on this one. And if it's too airy for you, you can always close it up. But for cloud chasers out there, I don't recommend you get this Addy because it's not going to give you the biggest clouds. It's not going to give you any of that. Alright, well, let's get down to the build. Not sure if I'm going to show this thing on video or not because it is an absolute bitch. What I will say, however, is when building vertical coils on this, I like to build, I like to have the coils opposite of each other, meaning I like to have one that's what's it called? One that's done clockwise and another that's done counterclockwise. And the reason I do that is because that way it'll be easier to line them up with the positive and the ground. And the positive post is up here, which you can see uses thumb screws, and the ground is here, which uses Phillips. Easy enough. So I got one of the coils in right now. Make no mistake, this is the worst part about the Veritas Addy. After you're done building it, it is an absolute joy to vape on. Alright, so I've got one coil in, now I just gotta do the other one, which is probably going to be an absolute bitch. Alright, so here, what I like to do is I like to have the screwdriver in there as I'm building the coils. And I've got to say, this is the most difficult atomizer I've ever built on. There's no post holes or anything like that. You have to wrap around the ground and the positive, and on top of that, there's not much room to work with here. Or maybe there's just enough room that's more of a bitch to build on than even the Origin. When I've built on the Origin, it's been fun. It's, I mean, a little bit hard, but that has absolutely nothing on this. So I like to just wrap it around the post here. Get in there nice and tight. So we're good with one, now we just need to build the other. Alright, as I mentioned, I like to do opposite. I like to make the coils opposite of each other, so that way I don't run into any problems with, you know, I don't run into any problems with wrapping them around the post and whatnot. Alright, so that's about my build. Time to take off all these extra leads here. Alright, so we can see that it comes out to about 0.49, 0.5 ohms. It's a little higher than I like to vape at, but what I noticed with the Veritas is if you don't make your coils long enough, you're going to have a tough time getting them to reach both the ground and the positives on there. So I pretty much make do and just have to vape at a little higher of an ohm than I'm comfortable with. As always, trying to fix this buildup with my, with your trusty tweezers, or in my case, I like to actually use, I like to actually pinch them together using a pair of clamps. Available at your local handy Daiso if you're in the California region. Yes, I still vape while I build because I have more than one mod and I'm only human. Let's see. Alright, so I'm going to put on my trusty old Nemesis with my copper Nemesis, which is obviously a clone because there's no authentic copper Nemesis. Although that's a market they totally should get into. Also, copper pins for this copper Nemi, because it could be better. Why not, right? Alright. Let's see if it fires. And it doesn't fire for some reason. Oh, no, it does. Alright, something right there. And once that's firing up. This is a nasty build, guys. I'm going to tell you the truth, I normally build a lot better than this. I have higher quality from my own vapes in this, but with this atomizer I just make do and just start vaping once I can. It is honestly the hardest atomizer I've ever built on. This is an ugly build, guys. That looks fine. It vapes. There's no hot spots. Honestly, the more I fuck with this build, the more I'm worried one of the wires is gonna fly out. Alright, for the most part, no hot spots, so I'm gonna wake this girl up. Get her waking. No, I'm not paid by Liquid, but I do like reusing stuff. Let's see. Get her nice and thin. Shoot her right through. And then I like to actually just stuff them in there. Not too hard, obviously, because then you're going to get cotton taste, and that's disgusting. Just get it in there. Get it in. Alright, got a good amount of cotton in there. That side's pretty much good. On to the next side. And obviously you want to make sure that the wick goes into the drip well, because otherwise you're not going to be able to soak up all the juice in the drip well. Let's see. Where's my tweezers? Alright, so now we got both sides wicked up. Time to cut off the excess cotton in there and then wick her up. Where's my scissors at? God, my room is an absolute fucking mess. And honestly, an awful place to film, but I have nowhere else considering how I must keep vaping a secret. Or as much of a secret as possible, shit. Throw that out. That's not going to do anything for me in the future. Now, time to get some juice in here. What should we vape today? I think I'll vape some semen juice. Semen sauce, actually. Pretty cool guy out in San Diego. He was running a big sale at Vape Summit, so I got some. It's pretty decent juice. You can see a review of it, actually, on our website. And you know, you just want to get her nice. This is just wicking as usual, stuff that you guys should know already. And honestly, if you don't know how to work up your RBAs, this is the wrong review to watch, because this atomizer is definitely not for beginners. And here you can see I'm just filling this drip well up, because it honestly does not matter. You can fill it up almost all the way. It's not going to reach. You can see inside here, it's nowhere near, once it focuses, you can see that it's nowhere near touching that, that air hole. So it's not really going to drip out. That's the beauty of this atomizer. Alright, so that's the inside. Oh, also another thing, you can see here that I took out one of the O-rings on this. The reason I did that is because originally it was a bitch, an absolute bitch to open up this atomizer. But after a while, after you put some lube in there on the O-rings, you should be good to go. But even then, I like having just one rather than two. And it's still tight enough that you're basically good. Alright, so then afterwards you line it up to get maximum airflow. This is about right. Tough to get it on though. God, go on, you piece of shit. God damn it. I'm gonna have to do it off camera. Alright, moment of truth. There you go. Slides in there. Maybe it's because it's been a while since I've used this, or just because I just washed it. However, essentially at this point, you can fill right through this drip tip hole. And you can see inside. You can see where the wick is, where where everything is. Just take a dropper, unload one full dropper in there, and you're good to go. Alright, and we're back. As I've mentioned in the video, this is one of my favorite drippers right now. I love dripping on it. Essentially, I don't even drip on it. I just take a dropper. Fuck, I have obscured vision right now. I'm not sure if I can even find a dropper. Fuck, where is it? Where is it? Here it is. Alright, so I'm going to be using my Privilege E-Liquid right now. So essentially, I just take, oh god, I can't see in this bag. This was a terrible idea. So I take a full dropper. Get my dripper, take the drip tip off. God, where is it? There it is. And I just drop the whole thing in. No worries. Absolutely no worries. Fuck, I can't find the bottle. It's fine. Put the drip tip back on, and essentially just vape away. As long as I tilt it this way, with the air hole. So the air hole is up front here. As long as I tilt it this way, it's never going to leak on me. And that is, quite frankly, amazing. It's a great design. I don't know why anybody else hasn't thought of it yet, but props to the original developers of it, and props to Tobeco for getting it to me for cheap, because God knows I am broke as hell. And thanks to our friends at Solid Vape for getting it to me for cheap, for sure. And it's not really a cloud chasing dripper, I'll tell you that right now, because there is absolutely no reason for you to drill this out. If you drill this out, the cylinder inside, it's not going to give you any more airflow. The only real way to get bigger clouds out of this is to drip the other side out, and that's dumb. You're not going to want to do that. If you do that, you're essentially taking away the best part of this Addy, which is the convenience and the ease of dripping. So, if anything, this is not the cloud chasing Addy, but it is amazing for flavor because, as you saw, it has a really reduced chamber, and it has a really big drip well. It's convenient once you're done building it, and it is, quite frankly, just great to vape on. And you get reasonable clouds. You definitely do. I truly do believe that one of the best parts of vaping is just having that cloud come out. And it certainly enhances the flavor for me. I've vaped at higher ohms, and quite frankly, it just wasn't the same experience. It's just different vaping at higher wattages and whatnot. And the best part about this one, I would say, is that it doesn't have the logos. So you can vape away, buy a clone without feeling like a total scumbag for ripping off an American. But, as I said, as of right now, definitely one of my favorite drippers. I wouldn't want to vape on anything else, unless if the build in here has gone to shit and I'm just too lazy to build on it. But effectively, once you got a good build in here going, once you wick it up right, and as long as the build doesn't go bad, there's very little reason to switch to another dripper. I mean, I could vape on this essentially for an entire car ride off of one dropper. No worries about it. No worries about it dripping or leaking. No worries about, you know, airflow problems, as with most tanks. No worries about wicking issues. It's an extremely convenient dripper, and that's what I love about it. Compared to other drippers out there that say that they have a massive drip well, like the Magma, like the Patriot, and other drippers like that, I would say that the Magma certainly has a larger drip well. However, the issue with the Magma is that the air holes are right next to the drip well, in the sense that if you overflow just a little bit, you're gonna leak. And my Magma has leaked on me several times. With this, however, it's leaked on me. Oh god, I gotta take a vape. I need my neck fix. Fuck me. Fuck. Oh fuck, I love my nicotine. But the thing is this. With this one, because there's such a long path from the air hole and to the to where your drip well is, even if you were to overflow, you can just tilt it back. You know, you can always, you know, fix that little mistake. Not to mention, it's going to take a while for it to actually leak out. I had it leak on me twice, and both of those were from personal mistakes. Mistakes that I fully knew, mistakes where I fully knew that it was going to leak after. Once when I tilted it this way as I dripped, stupid. The other time when I dripped too much and then I actually blew into the Addy instead of you know, inhaling, stupid. So all of those times when it does leak are from personal mistakes. Stupid mistakes. If you actually just vape it regularly, exercise a little caution, tilt it away from the air hole, this is never going to leak on you. Honestly, my favorite dripper to date, except to build on. So that's the thing. Really convenient, great to use, not to build on. If you're one of those lazy assholes out there who like to have other people build for you, this is the Addy for you. If you build yourself, holy shit, you're gonna be in a hell of a time building, but once you're done, it's gonna be one of your favorite drippers. I guarantee it. It's got a really small chamber, great flavor, doesn't leak. I don't know where does it end. This is one of my favorite Addies to date, I gotta say. So if you don't have it now, go get yourself one from solidvape.com. I believe they're selling it for, fuck, I forgot the price, but it's under $20. It's a steal compared to most other atomizers that are gonna leak on you, that are gonna be less convenient to use. If, however, you find it a little intimidating to build on, which I wouldn't blame you for, you might, fuck, gotta adjust this bag. This was a terrible idea. I should get a better mask next time. I just hold it like this while I'm talking. Alright, if on the other hand you find it to be a little bit intimidating to build on, you might want to stay away, but quite frankly, you're not, from all the drippers out there, you're not gonna get a better vaping experience than this so far. It's the best one I've had. With that said, please subscribe for more. You know, subscribe to serialvapers.com. Subscribe to serialvapers on youtube.com. Follow us on Instagram because, you know, we'll be doing more shit there. Fuck, what else do we do? Like us on Facebook if Facebook doesn't take us down, because I don't know if you've heard, Facebook has been taking down e-cig vendors and e-cig related things. And stay tuned for the next review. Fuck.